Good morning. It's early. Lights just cracking the eastern sky good. We need to be on that. We've got other things to do. We got to get on that and make it road ready. Let's go. All right, so what the deal is here is you actually have to support the car by the frame, and then when you let the jack off, that didn't sound really nice. When you release the jack, the wheels will come down and make it easier to get them out between the wheel well and the hub. Settle down. All right, I think we're there. Hopefully that's enough. And it's trying to rain again. Nope. Let's see if the jack will go down anymore. Nope. Well, wished I'd have been filming that. Jacked the car up, repositioned the jack stands a little higher, and as soon as I let the rear wheels down again, wheel just fell off. So you got to get it in just the right spot. All right, well, I got it up in the air, which this old car makes me nervous up in the air, working under it. So I got 4 jack stands and a wheel, and the jack's still under it. I don't think it's going anywhere, but we need to get under here and check the gear oil. Well, I can't tell you the last time that was checked. Fat butt turned over here. We have a little bit dribble out, we'll know it's good. Whoa, oh yeah. Yeah, making a mess, perfect. She's full. Really? Fell out a minute ago. There we go. There we go. What a pain. One thing of note, if you've never messed with the Cracker wheels with these washers, they have stamped on them, it says wheel side. So you have to make sure that they're oriented in the right direction. These are kind of like springs almost. And they also are the centering piece so that the wheel is centered. But you have a wheel side and you have a lug nut side. So you got to make sure you put them on in the right order. Right direction. All right, well, we're underneath and thought we would change that piece of rubber line that's been on the car for, say, 20 something years, and fuel filter that has been on here just the same, never been changed. So I figured it might be a good idea as a maintenance routine to go ahead and get that off of there. All right, this is a straight up gravity feed tank. So what we're gonna need to do is I'm gonna have to pinch it off right there and undo it and stick my finger over it to keep it from losing all the gasoline all over the floor in the shop. And quickly stick the new one on, and I'll have a clamp somewhere along here to keep it from gas from going everywhere. So we get to doing that. We got the package open. We've got our new fuel filter, and it is a Mr. Gasket chrome fuel filter under there where nobody will ever see it. So this is another stealth 10 horsepower we're adding to the 54 Ford. All right, let me show you this. This is an old school trick, especially when you're connecting to a straight line like this. There's no barb or hump on it at all for your hose clamp. It's just a slick, straight stainless steel line. You take 2 hose clamps and you put one in one direction and one in the other. And that is how you get a good positive seal on a smooth line like that. If you only use a single clamp, there's a chance that it could leak. So doing it this way, that'll help eliminate that old hot rod stuff.
Key ribs go up or down?
Up.
There we go. Ready?
Yep. All right, when we got the left front wheel and tire on, and let's see, what else did we do? I know what we did. We added I'll show you, down low where it's not really in plain sight, I added a power supply because this thing had no way to charge cell phones or any kind of devices. So I added that, and I wanted it down low where it's not stuck up here and messing up with the basically stock interior. And then we've got a tach and a speedometer added on, and those gauges there are not exactly stock, but they kind of have a stock appearance. They don't have a modern LED glow like that thing's got. So anyway, we got all that done. And we got ready to take her for a quick road test to see how the tires were going to do. And tires did fine, but we did have to add a couple quarts of transmission fluid. Found that was low, and we are getting really close to being done with our prep work to roll to the Crusin the coast. So tomorrow we get our toolkit together, put in the spare tire, and do our last minute little things. And then we're going to try to drive it for a couple of days and see that she's reliable. That's the trouble with letting them sit around. Things happen to them and you don't even know it because you're not driving them. So anyway, we'll be back. All right, this is day 3, trying to get the coupe ready to roll out on a road trip. Before I headed out, we have not had the right kind of insurance on this vehicle since we've owned it. It's spent a lot of time in the garage. I have had liability insurance on it, took the risk that if anything happened, I would have to fix it on my own if I got hit by an uninsured motorist or if I did something stupid myself. But I'm trying to get the correct insurance on it. So in doing so, they want some paperwork and documentation. I dug this paperwork and documentation out and I looked at it. And there's a mistake on it that I should have caught. They're listing this car as a 1956 Ford. This is a cautionary tale to you that when you get your paperwork, before you leave the DMV, that you look at every line and read every number that is on that paper and make sure it's correct. Because now I don't know what I'm going to have to go through to even get it straightened back out. I'm going to have to deal with the DMV. Since this car, I'm trying to insure it as a 54 Ford, paperwork says it's a 56 Ford. I don't even know if Grundy's going to insure it. So I may not get to take this car cruising the coast. That's yet to be seen. I will not drive it again without the proper insurance. I take partial credit for this because I should have caught it when the paperwork came in. It's been several years, it's been filed away, haven't looked at it. I should have looked at it in that moment and gone immediately back down to the DMV and made them correct it. So, they made the mistake, but the responsibility lies on my shoulders because I didn't do anything about it. Because I should have looked at the paperwork then. So, take this as a cautionary tale. Read your paperwork line by line and make sure all the numbers match. So there you go. All right, so let's give a quick update. We spent today polishing and buffing and cleaning because we got approval from Grundy. We're going to cruising the coast. And if you can't tell, I'm a little bit excited. I got word that there are over 8,000 registered cars as of last Sunday. And there are usually a few hundred to thousands to a few thousand more that come in and register the day of the event. They don't pre-register. That was 8,000 pre-registered cars at Cruising the Coast. I have all my camera, I have all my gear. We're going to make some content. So, in the meantime, why don't you go watch some of the other stuff that I have on my channel right now?